Action.
La hora del Eskwilax en vivo desde 2015.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to a new episode of the Eskwilax Hour. This is 172, season 15. I kind of forgot there. That still goes on, guys. My bad. My name's Efren Martinez. I'm here today with Ozkey, aka Oscar, aka Ozkey, and we're gonna be sitting here with him today. Thank you for coming today.
No problem.
Thanks for
No problem, man.
taking the time out of your day, just coming by, just sit here with us in this beautiful downtown LA.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys. Welcome again. The Eskwilax Hour, where we bring you artists, live painting, small businesses, just all the arts you can handle. And again, this is episode 172, right? Yeah, 172. All right, guys, we're gonna get right into this right now, and we're gonna ask Ozkey right here a couple of questions. Hey, man,
Yeah.
where do you visit us from today? Like, how far did you have to come from, man?
I'm from East LA. I didn't have to come too far.
All right.
Just rode my bike down here a little while.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long was that? Was that like an hour ride or?
No, not even a quick ride. Quick 30-minute ride.
Oh, sweet. I mean, I don't know much about bikes, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you got like a good, quick bike for that, no?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to I used to ride Fixie a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember seeing that back in like 2009 when people did the hordes of people just through the whole city. I don't know
Oh,
if you
the
remember.
bike mob.
Yeah, the bike
Oh
mob.
yeah. I used to be in the bike mob.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
So one of my first questions is, how did you get your artist name? How did you go about that?
My artist name Ozkey. Actually, because my name's Oscar. People just call me Ozkey, and I just stuck with it.
Yeah, because I remember we met about 5-6 years back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we never actually sat down and had a little chat like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So Ozkey. So you just liked the name and kept using it because that's your signature on your art and everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I stuck with Ozkey, Ozkey. So like Oz kind of stands for God, and then Key is like keys. So it's like God's key.
That's right.
And that's kind of like the name I stuck with. It's like God's key. Ozkey.
Hell yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
dope as. But you said they because I thought it was like a different pronunciation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I would read it differently. That's why. But yeah, Ozkey.
Yeah, Ozkey.
Oh shit, man. And as far as your art style, have you been doing this for like that type of art for a bit?
Yeah, I've been doing it for a bit. I've been doing it for a while. My art style changes every, once in a while, but I kind of like doing Chicano pop art. I like doing comic book art. I like doing anime art, and that's what I like, because that's what makes me happy, like pop art, pop culture. And then I like to mix the Chicano history, the Chicano heritage, so I do Chicano pop art.
All right, man. There you go, guys. If you guys had that answer, there you go, Chicano pop art. And yeah, I've been seeing your things like at a lot of exhibits, a lot of art shows throughout the years, and it always does stand out. And why is there like a reason why you chose like Chicano pop art or?
Well, I feel like pop art, like popular culture, like I've always loved anime ever since I was a little kid. I loved anime. I love comic book art. And, that's just shit that makes me happy, It's just like it, in everyday life, you're going through some shit, but like comic books and anime, that's just the shit I use to escape, reality, to escape like all the shit I'm going through. And anime art and video game art and comic book art, all that shit just makes you happy. And I want to add our culture to that conversation. I want to add that, like, let's make some Mexican anime, let's make some Mexican comic book art, and that's the shit I want to do. It's like I like Miyazaki.
Oh yeah.
Like, this shit was inspired by Miyazaki. That was inspired by Spirited Away. This is also inspired by Spirited Away, and that's the stuff I like to make. I want to incorporate anime art and Mexican culture, Chicano culture, and throw that in the mix.
So it's kind of like you were creating something you haven't really seen growing up, I guess. Because I don't remember really seeing like you said, like this type of anime or animation with, or correct me if I'm wrong, anime, I guess,
Yeah.
like with Mexican culture.
Yeah. I grew up with like Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
Power Rangers, X-Men, and I kind of want to do that, but incorporate our culture into it, like infuse it with it. So it's an infusion of like maybe Japanese and Mexican. It's an infusion. Just like, let's throw our culture in the mix. Let's put it all together. Let's throw it all in there.
And let's go back a little bit. So like, are your parents like from which state of Mexico, or which part of Mexico, or?
My mom, and from my mom's side, they're from Michoacan, and from my father's side, they're from Jalisco.
And are you the like first generation here, or
I'm third generation.
third generation?
Yeah, my mom was born in East LA,
Oh.
and my father was born in El Paso, Texas.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm third generation.
Oh, sweet, man. And so there, like you said, your mom was born in East LA, your dad in Texas, and so you grew up in East LA, like your whole life.
I grew up my whole life in East LA.
And as far as like, have you gone to like Michoacan or back over there to kind of check it out,
I
visit family?
I haven't gone back to those areas, but I went to Guadalajara, and I've been there for a while. I haven't gone back to Mexico. I should go back more. I want to go to like the places where my grandmother went to. Like, I want to go to Guanajuato and Michoacan. Eventually I'll go back there, but I haven't gone there yet. But I'm gonna go there.
Of course, man. We all got those type of goals where we want to visit
Yeah.
the motherland.
Yeah, gotta visit the motherland.
And because the reason I asked that was like maybe like if you in your journeys, if you had gone, that's kind of where you got like inspiration,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've been to like the ruins and like I don't want to call them pyramids, but like the ones the ancestors built.
Yeah,
out
I
there.
definitely want to go there. Hell yeah, definitely. I'm definitely gonna go there.
Yeah, there
Gonna
you
make
go.
that a
That's right.
priority.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
you got to put it out there like that. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it.
We're gonna do it.
Oh, sweet, man. So yeah, that's a little bit about your family history. Do you have any other artists in your family like that like to like draw, paint, or just work with their hands?
No, actually, I'm like the only artist in the family. My family in the past, like my uncle worked in a factory, but he worked in a factory where they had to store stuff, and he was a forklift driver, and he would take giant boxes of paper. He would bring paper back to the house, so I would have giant boxes of paper, and I would use that to draw. So that's kind of like what led me into drawing. And my family, they were very, very supportive of my art. And as a little kid, I was drawing like really, really good, and they always supported me. They always told me keep drawing and keep drawing and keep doing it. And my uncle would bring more and more paper. He would just steal paper from work.
No, he was borrowing. What are you talking about? There was no, yeah, he was borrowing.
Borrowing,
Yeah,
yes.
borrowing it.
And yeah, he would just keep bringing boxes and boxes of paper, and I think that's what led to me being like a good artist, because I had all this paper and a pen. I always had a pen in my hand, even as a little kid.
Dope.
And I just kept drawing and drawing and drawing, and I had an overactive imagination, so that kind of like kept me drawing. And
Yeah.
I had a family that always encouraged me. You know, like most people have a family that don't encourage, but I had a family that always encouraged me.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of that out there.
Yeah.
So like, do you remember how old were you when you started like drawing? Like, were you like 5, 4?
Oh shit, I was a little kid. Definitely 5. Definitely like 5 or 6. And what I would do is, you know, I would have comic books, and I would trace the outline of the characters in the comic books, but I would draw my own design over it. I would draw my own costumes, and then I would make up my own stories. So I really had like a really overactive imagination, and I would, you know, make up my own stories and kind of try to make my own comic books like as a little kid. So I was always on that.
And so yeah, you had unlimited paper. I mean, that's a kid's dream, you know. You could be making origami, you could be drawing,
Yeah.
painting, all on them papers, man. That's
Yeah.
dope. And that's cool that your uncle was, you know, he just kept bringing more and more.
Yeah, he would just keep bringing boxes of paper. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna keep drawing.
Sick.
Yeah.
And do you have friends? Do you remember having friends that used to draw with you, or it was just you?
Yeah. I had friends when I was a little kid that would draw too, but I feel like they all didn't stick with it, and I'm
Yeah.
like the only one that stuck with it. Like
Yeah.
at a certain age, you know, people stop drawing, people stop creating, and for me, I feel like I didn't stop. I just kept going at it, no matter how old I was. Like at a certain age, people feel like, oh, that's childish thinking, but for me, it's like I don't care. I'm gonna keep drawing. Like I'm gonna keep coloring, because it was fun for me.
Yeah, I mean, you got a point there that a lot
Yeah.
of people after a certain age, they just kind of get discouraged, you know. But what's crazy is nowadays people like they'll apply like drawing and painting to like therapy,
Therapy,
you
yeah.
know, because like I guess it reminds people of their childhood. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm not a therapist, but I'm just saying this is just my take that maybe they apply it because it brings people to a place of peace.
It
Like
is
when-
therapeutic, yes.
Yeah, when they were young and like, you know, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, where they're just drawing and just coloring and just doing all the arts without giving a care, dude. Worrying
Yeah.
about bills or any of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a pressure to it, and people fall off, and people think like they
Yeah.
can't do it, and like it's a waste of time. For me, it was never a waste of time. For me, it was always therapeutic. You know, it is therapeutic. It's a way of cleansing the soul, you know, because like you have to be creative. You have to take time to do that, because if not, then what are you doing? You're just being like a slave, and you're being repetitive, and like growing old makes you think that drawing is childish, but like in essence it's not, you know.
It's not.
It cleanses the soul. I think art cleanses the soul, and it broadens the mind, and it kind of just I think it kind of just like makes the mind like useful. It makes the mind want to expand, you know, opposed to other things, opposed to partying, opposed to getting high, getting drunk and shit. It's like it clouds the mind, but art expands the mind. And not enough people try to expand their mind. Art does that, and art could be therapeutic. I recommend people draw, even if they don't feel like they're good. I think people should just draw anyway. Just doodle, and it doesn't have to do with art, you know, just anything that's creative. You know, it helps the mind.
No, you're right, man. Those are some deep words, and like right now, you got me like Damn, feeling all sorts of emotions. Because your words are strong. Because when it comes to that, you're right. We need
Yeah.
more artists. We need less fucking psychopaths and just more artists.
Yeah.
And so this has been the first half. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna be back in a couple of minutes. Thank you guys for being here. The Eskwilax Hour, episode 172, season 15, and we'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for coming back to the Eskwilax Hour, episode 172, or is it 171? You guys gotta keep paying attention because I'm bad with memory. But yeah, season 15, and we're here still with Ozkey, and earlier he was telling about his artist name, and right now we're gonna get more. I was asking him about his recent work. This is what he's been working on, and I find some of the stuff on there familiar, but we're going to let him tell us about it. All right, man. You want to tell me a little bit the inspiration or the idea or?
Yeah. So this is just like Chicano pop art, mixed with anime. And, we got Chapulín right here.
Oh, yeah. Chapulín on the bottom.
Right here mixed with Mario. And, this is just the shit I like to do. This is just like how I like to... This is just how I like to draw. This is how I like to do it.
This is like 8-bit, no? Like an 8-bit style?
Yeah, 8-bit style. Let's just throw our culture in the mix, Let's just throw it in there, And we got El Chavo with...
El Chavo del Ocho, guys.
Yeah, with Pikachu. And, like, this is how... This is just how I like to draw.
Well, these are like two icons that people know. El Chavo... And then like Pikachu, who doesn't love Pikachu?
Yeah,
that's dope that you combine them. And
yeah,
especially because like I don't even have to like say like the name just by the what he's wearing, his hat. I already know who that is. That guy's like known.
Yeah.
And then you by mixing it, you bring it into the new like the newer generation.
Yeah.
Because this shows how old, like from the 70s or something.
Yeah,
80s.
But it's timeless. It's a timeless classic. And it's cool to see our people in the mix. Let's just see our people in the mix. Let's just see them in the mainstream. Let's just put them in the conversation. Let's just have it. Why not? And let's go to the next page right here.
Yeah. Help me flip here.
Right here.
Which one are we going?
This one?
On the bottom.
Let's go right there.
All right, on the bottom.
Yeah.
We got that Onyx and Don Ramon right there, guys.
Yeah.
And do you used to watch El Chavo as a kid?
Yeah. I watched that shit. I used to watch it a lot, and it was so iconic growing up. And then like right here, I have Namor punching the shit out of fucking Agent. What's his name?
I don't know. Captain America?
No, it's not Captain America. It's U.S. Agent.
Oh shit! Them fools.
Yeah, it's U.S. Agent. So here's Namor punching the shit out of U.S. Agent. That's right here, he fucking knocked out his helicopter. He's trying to come into the ocean and trying to impose himself into Namor's fucking territory. Here he is, fucking just punching him the fuck out right here.
That's right, man. Just you gotta rep. You gotta rep.
Yeah.
You got more in here, or?
Yeah. Keep flipping.
I think this one is this one's a little bit. What you said?
This is inspired by Miyazaki. Yeah. So this is inspired by Miyazaki. This is Guatequero, and I just want to illustrate the joy and illustrate love. Within the our culture. Like the Aztecs. I feel like whenever people talk about Aztec culture, they always talk about human sacrifice, and it's always,
Well, yeah, they paint like a bad.
They paint a bad picture.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show joy and love. Same thing with this picture right here. It's like joy and love. This is an Aztec warrior who sacrificed his life to die in battle, which was honorable. It was honorable to die in battle, and this is his love right here, and his love joined him. You know, this was also inspired by Miyazaki. These were like anime Miyazaki type artworks.
And for those who don't know who that is, do you have a little bit of movies that he's made? Or
Miyazaki did Spirited Away. He did a lot of anime like Princess Mononoke. And, you know, I really love his artwork. And it's very spiritual. And it's very moving. And I feel like in our culture, in Mexican culture, we also have those elements that aren't expressed enough. And we should express those. You know, we don't talk about that enough. You know, you talk about Aztec culture, Mayan culture, Olmec culture. It's always, oh, they did human sacrifice. That's all they ever did ever. It's like, no, there was love, there was compassion, there was all this stuff. And I want to illustrate that. Yeah, keep going, man. This is just more illustration. This is a Jaguar warrior doing graffiti right here.
you got the paletero. No, it's
yeah, right there.
street
Paletero.
vendor.
Street vendor. The corn is
Corn
very
man, the corn man.
yeah.
And then the corn itself, my face, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like there's so much culture there. There's so much that goes into it. And you know, as a child, you go chase the polote man. You know, you go get that, and then you don't even realize how much culture there is in there. Every time you take, you know, every time you go get an elote and get some corn, that goes way back into our ancient way back culture, way back, you know. And they're out here, you know, selling us elotes, selling us corn, and we love that shit, you know. I just love our culture so much. It's just so amazing. This piece right here, if you get a good look at it,
Yeah.
this is a mix of Kali, and it's you know, Middle Eastern. It's a Middle Eastern. This is a mix of a Middle Eastern god mixed with the Aztec god. And if you see right here, she has the head of Trump. She severed the head of Trump. This is his body with a severed head. These are the skulls of her victims. She's a goddess that avenges women that were abused. You know, and Trump representing male toxicity, male, you know, how men treat women. It's so toxic. It's so vile. And this is like an Aztec goddess that is, you know, taking power away from that. You know, making her own power, like creating her own way.
And it's for, like, you're telling us the narrative behind it. Do you remember what year you did this one?
I did this way back, probably in 2018, 2019. This is an older drawing that I did.
Yeah, because back then a lot of that was very heavy, right? A lot of the
Yeah.
and it still is.
Yeah,
it still
is.
is. Now it's more awareness, which is good.
Yeah.
And yeah, and like art like this, you know, this helps too. Even if people don't want to admit it, this kind of art helps.
Yeah.
Like you said, giving back the power. His head chopped off.
Decolonize your mind. You gotta put it sideways a little bit. This one's you gotta hold up vertically. So, yeah, for this one, decolonize your mind. You know, we've been colonized. This is a colonized country. You know, you definitely gotta colonize your mind. For this one, I was doing an 8-bit Eagle Warrior. And, you know, I grew up, you know, playing Super Mario. And, you know, I just love 8-bit games. And this was kind of like the root of Chicano pop art. You know, I want to infuse Chicano culture into pop art. And so this was all done by hand. This is all marker. I didn't do digital at all. That's all marker. And I kind of try to replicate, digital artwork by hand.
Yeah, that was actually one of my questions. Like, if you just if you like to use just markers or if you do acrylic or watercolor, do you use any of that or?
Yeah. I use marker. I do also do digital artwork, but it is by hand. I don't do any of the like shortcuts. I draw the same way with marker and pencil as I do digitally. So digitally, I'm just freehanding it, and it's a little quicker, it's a little faster, but it's all the same as drawing with marker or pencil or with paint. That's how I use it.
And so where can people see more of your art and more, or where can people meet you if they wanted to meet you in person, ask you questions?
To see my artwork, it's on Instagram at Ozkey _Gonz, Ozkey _GONZ. And I have I do different art shows all the time.
Oh yeah, let us know if you have one coming up.
The next one coming up, I'll let you know right now. It is on, let me pull it up.
Yeah, because the more you put out there, the more people want to,
Yeah, I'm gonna put out there. The next
mission.
one is on September 23rd.
September 23rd.
It is gonna be on. Let me look up the address.
And are you gonna be there in person too?
Yeah, I'll be there in person. It's gonna be in a comic book store.
Comic book store, dope.
It's gonna be at.
What about are you gonna have just like a drawing up, or are you gonna have like prints for sale or anything?
Yeah, I'll have prints and I'll have like my original artwork for sale. I'm gonna be there vending.
Nice.
And I'm trying to look at the address right now where it's gonna
and you
be
also
at.
have like stickers, correct?
Yeah, I got stickers.
People always come. If they can't get
prints.
the big prints, they can always get the smaller stuff. And I own a couple of them. I put them on the laptop, put them on the bikes, put them everywhere.
All right, I got the address. It's gonna be 513 Dalmar Avenue in San Gabriel, California.
All right.
So I'm gonna be vending there, and I'll have my original artwork, and I'll have stickers, I'll have prints, I'll have everything right there. And I'll have other, I'll be vending. I vend in like City Terrace. I vend in East LA, downtown. I post where I'm gonna vend on my Instagram. So follow me on Ozkey Gonz, and you can catch my artwork.
And I think the one you use has a warning on it, right? That you had an old account that you don't use anymore. So stay away from that one.
Yeah, I got hacked. I fell for a cryptocurrency scam. It was really bad. I'm like really ashamed of that.
It's all good, man. We all make mistakes. No need to apologize for that. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone.
The old account was OZK3Y. And
this one?
This one is OZKEY _Gonz, GONZ.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, but right here, like I was mentioning, it's a quick little chat. Hopefully, we can come back on a different episode, chat a little bit more.
Yeah. Definitely.
Any shout outs before we, leave?
Shout out to my girlfriend, Diana.
All right.
Vicious Dagger on Instagram. She does amazing artwork as well. Go follow her. She's my rock. She's my everything.
Hell yeah.
She does amazing work too.
Dope.
Maybe she'll get an episode on here also.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then what about your homie that you know?
My homie right here, Mark Quotes. He's an MC. He does some badass music.
Hell yeah. It's a different type of art, but it's still art.
Yeah, you gotta listen to good music, underground music, not the mainstream shit. Follow underground music. Yeah. Yes.
So Henry behind the camera, he's asked what sort of advice can you give the younger viewers or the younger viewers that are watching
Yeah.
in regards to your art or art in general?
Okay, for my younger viewers, be yourself. All right? Be you. Be who you are and draw from your own experience because no computer algorithm can do what you do. No other artist could do what you do. Be original, be yourself, draw from your own experience, be who you are, and don't give up. Don't ever give up. You know? Don't ever give up. If you feel bad, if you feel like you're not good enough, that's not true. You're good as you are. You're good who you are. You're other people will appreciate what you do as an artist and your experience as a human being and your experience living this life, and they'll appreciate the work you put into your art. So just do your art. Just do it and don't even care. Just do your own art.
Just that's right. You heard it straight from the man, Ozkey. I
Yeah.
want to thank you again, man, for coming here and chatting with us in this quick little interview.
You
Appreciate it. Unfortunately, our time has been pretty much done. We're gonna let you guys go. This has been a new episode of the Eskwilax Hour, episode 172, or is it 171? See, still trying to get you guys. Season 15. And any last words before we head out?
live life to the fullest.
Live life to the fullest, guys. Rest in peace, Marco. Thank you, Henry, in the cameras. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time on episode 173 or 172. Trucha. All right, then. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.